On the eve of Halloween in 1993, Phoenix would join his friends at Johnny Depp's club, the Viper Room, at 8852 Sunset Boulevard. It was about 1 a.m. Phoenix was in the bathroom of the club doing some drugs with several of his drug dealer friends, when one of them would offer him a hit of heroin. It was pure-grade Persian brown. Almost immediately after snorting the heroin, Phoenix would begin trembling and shaking violently. He then turned to one of his friends and vomited. Another of his friends decided it would be a good idea to give him a Valium to calm him down. After taking the Valium, Phoenix would stagger back into the bar area and approach actress Samantha Mathis, who was sitting with his sister, Rain Phoenix. Upon complaining that he could not breathe, Phoenix passed out. When he awakened, he begged his friends to take him outside the club, where he quickly fell to the sidewalk and went into seizures until a photographer, Ron Davis, made a 911 call on a nearby payphone, as did Rivers' brother, Joaquin. Cell phones were not in the mainstream by then. "He looked like a fish out of water," said Ron Davis, who happened to be standing outside the club. "He was thrashing spasmodically, his head flopping from side to side, arms flailing wildly." By this time, his sister had exited the club and threw herself from top of him to try and stop the seizures. Suddenly Phoenix's body would become motionless, at which time his brother thought he had stopped breathing. River was wearing striped brown pants and black and white Converse high tops and socks. Married with Children star Christina Applegate was also at the club that night and witnessed Phoenix's seizures, which she later reenacted at an anti-drug dance piece. River Phone's autopsy showed deadly levels of cocaine and morphine. Heroin shows up as morphine, as it's metabolized by the body, Valium, marijuana and ephedrine. Ephedrine is the main ingredient found in crystal meth. Official cause of death was acute multiple drug ingestion. River Phoenix was just 23 years old. River Phoenix was placed in a blue coffin for his funeral, and on November 4th, 60 mourners would show up at Milam Funeral Home for the viewing. His usual fair hair was dyed jet black for the film he was working on at the time. The mortician would cut his shoulder-length hair and place the shorn lock beside him in the coffin, at his mother's request. He was dressed in a black t-shirt with the logo of his band, A Leak Is Attic, on it. His mother put a single carnation in the coffin. As mourners passed his coffin, many placed things like notes and necklaces in the casket. There was also a memorial service held on the Paramount Studios lot on November 18, 1993. Sidney Poitier, Rob Reiner, Peter Bogdanovich, Richard Benjamin, Christine Lottie, John Berman and Rivers' mother, Hart, attended it.